Alright guys, I made a lot of long videos tonight. Now whenever I make these huge statements about how people interact and how people say this and that, I could be wrong, okay guys? So don't think that I'm just like all like analyzing everything and just like making deep things about these things and just like like that one video that I made about how I think people might perceive you when they're jealous or whatever. Not everyone's jealous of me. I know it might seem like they would be because I'm going to be huge and everything, but there are people that are just busy or they're just quiet or they don't make comments people like me because they're like female to or female to male, right? Or whatever, right? You know, there might be people that just don't care for what I'm selling, darling. And it's not a question, and they might like me as an entertainer, but that's not their kind of person, right? So it's not like a huge deal. When I make these profound statements, I'm not trying to unsettle people or make people feel like, hey, I'm setting us apart this way, that way. You know, I might misinterpret things. I might be like whatever, and people might be like, well, and I mean, I am going to be a huge celebrity. I'm pretty certain of that. But I mean, it's like people are still people, and you still interact with people, and when you're a celebrity, you have to still interact with regular people because they're part of your life, right? So you can't just think you're the biggest thing ever and ignore people and be rude, but it's just kind of like something where people are very, are very hard pressed sometimes. But like I said, some people might not even be jealous. Some people might feel like you make these statements, but I'm not jealous. Like I have a cousin that's a celebrity, or I'm really rich, or I'm dating someone really good looking. You might think that I'm jealous because I'm not that good looking, but my partner is really good looking. So it's not necessarily something that you can predict with accuracy. It's not like you can say assume that people are always jealous or whatever. And sometimes it does you harm when you assume that. Maybe it does me harm. But I just think to myself sometimes. I'm like, I'm super good looking. I'm super talented. I have hazel eyes, darling. I'm super good at everything I do. So people get very touchy about those things. And it's not to say they do it on purpose. There's some people that are mean well. They don't mean to be rude or they don't mean to be saying anything negative, but they do because they just don't know how to handle it, right? Like, and I always feel like I don't know if I'm saying something too untrue or whatever, but it's true. Like people really have a hard time handling. If you've never been like if you don't know what a celebrity is like, or you've never dated someone as gorgeous as Cindy Crawford, or you've never been someone that's known someone as good as Shaq is in basketball as I am in what I do, if you don't know someone like that or you never grew up with someone like that or they're totally foreign to you and that's the general population, then you might not know how to handle a person that's that good, right? And it's not to say you're not anything, it's not to say that you're less of a person or that that I'm saying something mean. I'm not saying anything mean. I'm saying it truthfully because some people really have a hard time with me, and I try my best to make sure people don't have a hard time, and I try to make sure people are at ease, and I try to give people comfort around me. But I can't do it all. It's like I can't. If someone has a hard time, and it's just like me. If I met a celebrity, I would think that I'd be nervous. And that's something that I have to control within myself. And I think people recognize that too. But I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, you have to control it within yourself, but I don't, being a celebrity type myself, I don't really realize what kind of impression I leave or what kind of reaction I'm going to get sometimes. And I'm very shocked by it sometimes. I didn't realize that as you get more famous, this is the reaction you get. Anyway, bye now.